Omaha firefighters are investigating a late-night fire on the city's northeast side. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Fernandez. Firefighters were called to 11th and Locust shortly after 11. Take a look. Flames were coming through the roof of an unsecured vacant building. You can see all the smoke there, too. First responders estimate the fire caused about $75,000 in damage and say they found evidence of squatters inside and outside the building. Officials tell First Alert 6 reporter John Chapman that fire might be evidence of a system that's unable to provide answers for everyone living on the streets.
Detlef pulls a cart full of what he hopes are recyclables. He's been out on the streets for years. Living out in the cold has cost him dearly.
I lost my fingers to getting frostbite 2 years in a row.
Brian says he also lost one of his hands to the cold, but he knows people who've lived outside during cold weather who lost everything.
We had 3 people die last year. They froze to death, wandering in the psychosis that they have, like they can't stop talking or walking, and they want you to lay down, right? Or, you got to stay in bed, you got to stay in bed. And these people can't, it's part of their behavior is just to get up and walk and pace and walk in a circle.
Brian says there are many people out on the streets who don't fit in shelters. They won't give up their pets, or their couples who don't want to split up, or they're losing the fight against addiction and mental health issues. They usually end up banned from the shelters.
And I've probably been banned barred more than anybody.
Omaha Fire Department officials believe it could have been people living in and around this building near 11th and Locust that started a fire trying to stay warm. Officials say there is evidence of people living here.
A lot of times they have a lot of reasons in their head that make sense to them about why that they don't want to go into a shelter, or they have behaviors that make it so that it's very difficult for them to be amongst other people because their behaviors are so disruptive.
Steve Frazee is the Chief Impact Officer with the Open Door Mission. He tells us through their street outreach program he's talked to many people in Brian's situation.
And it's a population that we really want to help. Everybody wants to help. The street outreach is investing time and effort to try to get them to have relationships, to realize, yeah, this is a safe, good place to come.
Frazee says we have to do something different to figure out how to deal with unsheltered people individually and give them an option that right now the shelter system and outreach programs are unable to provide. That will take money, and money could provide hope for people just trying to find a place that fits.
It's really a hard thing to create in somebody who doesn't have hope.
Near 11th and Locust, I'm John Chapman, First Alert 6.
Brian tells us he uses the money he gets from recycling to help others living on the streets.